One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now Herbert to start the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. First carry now for David Montgomery. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
On first down, it's Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
It's a nice completion, and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. Dancing to his left. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. They'll go option to the short side. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Santos' kick is up and through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Cousins now. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit. They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. To the air again, it's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Cousins to throw it. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this might very well have been 4-down territory, but that's not going to matter now. They get a nice throw there on 3rd down, and they're able to keep the drive going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 23. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. First down, here's the run with Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's Cook again. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Cook. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
And that's a major league loss of yardage and probably loss of momentum. You're snapping the ball at the 1-yard line before you suffer that big loss.
Yeah, you think of losing any yardage from the one is bad. To go that far back, that's a disaster.
And I think the play calling sequence that maybe the OC had in his head, that's got to change on the fly now.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Throwing is Cousins. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
To throw is Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Into the hands of Pettis. It's a jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Rolling to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Cousins. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Fields on 3rd down. Finds Komet on the quick slant. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the 1st down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Fields throw complete here to Komet. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. Fields. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now it's Fields. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. A 1st down throw for Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. The Vikings going to take over now late in this 1st half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. To throw, Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
To throw again on second down. Fields looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Play fake, Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Cousins on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Again, it's Cousins. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Once more, it's the fullback Ham. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. C.J. Ham taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To Montgomery to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
From the 31, Fields over the middle. That's caught by Claypool. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. A huge play there for Chicago. 61 yards.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Montgomery will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Fields trying to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Off the play fake, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Here's Jones. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the option right is Fields. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Play action. It's Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they have taken the lead. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
You know what we need, baby. Let's go, y'all. Once again, we got to get it done as a group.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Throwing, Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
But you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action now. Cousins. And this is incomplete.
K.J. Osborne, the one he was looking for.
And it's 3rd down. Cousins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Fields. Got an open man. It's Pringle. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
To throw is Fields.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, Cook. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Cousins now. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now Cousins. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. They still can't get it. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Here's Fields.
And he finds Montgomery complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
And this returnable for Rager.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
18 more yards there and another 1st down. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Hey, you've got your 1st down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That's what it is. That's what it is, man. Let us dictate. Got my carpet rolled out for you. I bet you want, boys. Play smart, baby. Don't stop that ball. Show what you got. This is where you step up. Right here, baby.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Fields on 1st down. Claypool with another catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Back to throw. Fields. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So a big for Cairo Santos. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. Santos' kick is up and through, and they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The first throw in overtime now for Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be second down. To throw is Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
A gain of 3, second down. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice, but there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Open man is Thielen. It's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
They wanted to avoid the dreaded 4th down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on 3rd.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to 4th down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on 3rd.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
They'll run for it. Cook.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
That, the definition of a do-or-die play, but they keep this overtime session going with a first down.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Throwing is Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Steps away. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a 1st down or big yardage.
And he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.